Yo. What's up, y'all? Sound like it is TV, man. Let's talk about it, y'all. So first of all, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to donate. The links is in the description box, man. If not, that's cool. The like button is, that's right, y'all. The like button is free. All right, man. So let's get into this, man. Let's get into some boxing talk, man. You know, people want to know Leonard, the whole talk about this Tank Davis and Devin Haney situation with Leonard Ellaby coming out and basically saying, you know, it's been a lot of videos of people saying that Leonard said that Devin Haney is too big for Tank Davis. I mean, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Here we go again. That's all I can say about this situation, man. I'm not getting involved with this. We just going to pick it up and we're going to lay it down. And that's just what it is, man. At this point, man, I just got to tell like it is, man. We're going to pick it up and lay it down, man. Same situation happened with Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather. Well, my bad. Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao. When it came down to what's his name? Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford. You know what I mean? Had fans going all over. This person's ducking this person, da-da-da-da-da. Really, it was the people behind the scenes, okay? And other people had different plans. They had plans for these boxers' careers. A lot of these boxers have plans, okay? If they're signed with the right promotional company. You see what I'm saying? Even Top Rank has plans as well for their fighters and what they want them to do for their company, okay? This is just how this shit's been going. The more I've been paying attention to this shit, the more I can see it. And I like certain fighters. You know what I'm saying? I like Tank. You know what I'm saying? Tank is my dude, the silverback gorilla. There is no one Rilla. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes it be some bullshit that be going on. Devin Haney, I like Devin Haney. I like both fighters. I like what Calvin Ford does for the kids in Baltimore. He been riding with Tank this whole goddamn time. You know, great story with them brothers. You know what I'm saying? Bill Haney, Bill be capping. Them niggas Bill be capping. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I respect his hustle and how he was able to do and get his son into the limelight and continue to keep his son in the limelight and taking advantage of the game. I got no problem with that. But us as fans, though, we taking this shit way too hard and way too deep. At the end of the day, it's all business. It's the people behind the scenes that's stopping a lot of these fights because they have plans already, okay? Anyway, let's get into this real quick. So, anyway, fair act use. Salute the fight hype. You know what I'm saying? We're using this for educational purposes. Y'all make sure y'all go check out Fight Hype and the great work that them brothers over there is doing and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I don't mean to, you know, whatchamacallit, but we gotta chalk this up, man, because I think that Mayweather and them sometime be getting Mayweather Promotions and Leonard Ellaby and them sometime be getting way too much flack at the end of the day. It's almost like we prone to hate these niggas. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate Leonard Ellaby. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate Mayweather Promotions. May I disagree with some of the ways they go about certain things? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? But I feel the same way about Top Rank. I feel the same way about Eddie Kardashian. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. But anyway, let's get into this though.
Fighting soon. He'll be fighting soon.
Is Frank Martin a live dog in that fight? If he gets the fight.
Frank Martin can't beat Tank Davis.
Now, he says, you know, they asked Frank Martin, is Frank Martin a live dog if he gets the fight? I like that fight. You know what I'm saying? If Tank was to fight Frank Martin, I don't have a problem with that fight. That's a fight niggas should get behind, right? Right? Niggas should get behind that one, right? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear Tank ducking and all this other shit. Tank fighting Frank Martin. If he get in here and he beat the fuck out of goddamn Frank Martin at the end of the day, put some respect on Tank's name. That's all I'm going to ask. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm going to ask. Okay? Anyway, let's get into this.
None of them guys can beat Tank Davis. So I wouldn't use that word live dog. He's a good-ass fighter. Frank's a good-ass fighter. He can't beat Tank, though.
I guess it was reported Devin Haney said he'll take the same deal Ryan took to fight Gervonta.
What?
To fight Tank. Yeah.
He said what now?
He'll take the same deal.
I gotta use a Leonard Ellaby on Leonard Ellaby. You heard him. You heard him. Y'all remember when Floyd Mayweather told Larry Merchant he wasn't shit? Like, you ain't shit. HBO need to fire you. You don't know shit about boxing. You know what I'm saying? Huh? What? You heard him. You heard him. You know, Leonard was in the back and shit. You heard him. You heard that man, Leonard, man. Cut it out, man. You heard what he said.
That Ryan took to fight Tank.
With who?
Devin will to fight Tank.
With the deal that
Ryan
we gave Ryan?
Yeah.
Stop it. First off, they're in 2 different weight classes. And I don't even want to go on and on about.
All right, so Leonard Ellaby is already letting it be known. Tank has already let it be known. At 135, that's where he's at. That's where he's staying. Devin knew that, okay? So for everybody that's, for whatever weird-ass reason, niggas is jumping on Tank. I personally really don't get it. You know what I mean? Yes, he fought at 140 before, but he said, look, I'm not going back up to 140. 140 too big. I'm going to stay down here at 135. Dev knew that. Dev been almost low-key, well, I ain't going to say low-key. The nigga been clout chasing Tank for a little minute now. What did he say during the Kambosos fights? Oh, I'll fight Tank. I want Tank, right? He get the 2 Kambosos fights. He get the Lomachenko fight. Even leading into the Lomachenko fight, he said he would stay at 135 for the big money fights. Tank Davis is the biggest fight that Devin Haney will ever have in his career. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? There is nobody bigger for this dude to fight and make the most money with than Tank Davis, man. We got to keep it 100, man. We got to tell it like it is, period, man. You know what I'm saying? And I like Dev and I like Bill, you know what I'm saying? But them niggas got caught capping a lot, you know what I'm saying? Here it is. Oh, yeah, I come back down for 135. I stay at 135 for the big money fights, of course, like Tank, right? After the Lomachenko fight. Oh, I stay down for the big money fights because this when they was pressing for the Shakur smoke, okay? This when Bob Aaron, them niggas was pressing for the Shakur smoke at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Trying to build that fight up. You know what I mean? What did he say? He say, I'll come back down to 135 for the big money fights. That's what he said. You know what I'm saying? So the beat say, oh, well, Tank got to move up. Tank ain't got to dictate would be the A side to that situation. So if Dev is not going back down to 135, then what the fuck are we talking about? We're just running around on this internet. If Devin Haney, my bad, did I say Tank? I don't remember, but this is what I meant to say. If Devin Haney's not going back down to 135, then what the fuck are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Because Tank obviously said he's not going back up. He's not going to 140. And Tank is the A side. You know what I'm saying? Devin don't get to dictate nothing. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's let this keep going.
It's like, just cut the bullshit. They're in 2 different weight classes. Tank and
it's
Tank.
Such a good fight,
No. I'm not saying it's not a good fight for people who. It's whatever you want to think it is. But at the end of the day, if Tank had to, Tank could make 30. Okay, Tank could make 30 if he had to. He's comfortable at 35. Okay, nobody's gonna tell Tank what weight class he's going to, what he's doing. Fuck all that. That's never.
All right, and that's because Tank is the A side. Now I get it for Ray Vision fight fans and for the Devin Haney extremist fans and loyal supporters, right? You know what I mean? We ain't gonna clown niggas and, call niggas out their name and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Both of these niggas is brothers at the end of the day. You can support who you want to support. But at the end of the day, niggas get mad when Leonard Ellaby get to talking this big shit at the end of the day because, fam, ain't nobody gonna tell Tank, well, Tank need to go up to 140 and fight him. Tank need to not have a rehydration clause. Tank need to do this and Tank need to do that. And Tank need to fight him on this. Tank ain't gotta move and do nothing. Okay, to put any advantage or whatever the case may be, everything is gonna go dictated on how Tank wants to go. And if Devin want that shine, if Devin want to steal that limelight, he's gonna have to go through the fire to go get that shit, man. That's just how that works. When he had to do that against Kambosos, he had to go to motherfucking Australia and this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? He had to do that. That's what he had to do. Floyd Mayweather, right? All y'all love comparing all these young fighters to Floyd Mayweather, right? Floyd Mayweather had to take bullshit deals, this, that, and the third. Floyd Mayweather had to get out here, and when it came down to calling these fighters out, was calling these fighters out for years. They were ducking them. Shane Mosley his tooth ache and shit. He could have had to make an excuse. Oh, well, I got to get surgery. I got a toothache right now. I can't think about Floyd Mayweather right now. My tooth is hurting. You know what I'm saying? This is what the whole ass nigga Shane was doing until they actually fought, until Floyd Mayweather put himself into the power position. When he fought Oscar De La Hoya, it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Oscar chose the ring. Oscar chose the nigga gloves. Oscar chose the nigga pay. You know what I'm saying? Oscar was dictating all terms. Floyd did what he had to do to get in there and beat that man. That's what he did. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if Devin wants that, that's what he's going to have to do. He's going to have to go down to 135. Or if Tank and them want to do a catch weight or something with a rehydration clause, because the same thing works for Tank too. He's gonna have to meet that hydration clause as well. You see what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But anyway, let me let this keep going though.
Tank's gonna fight where he's comfortable at and do what he wants to do. All this other, I don't even listen to the talk because Haney's he's a good fighter. He's doing his thing. Let him do whatever he's doing. They were in the same weight class. At one point, they were in the same weight class. Some people will have you believe that, and I'm just being very short with this. Aram had a plan, and he put a plan together with a lightweight tournament. Okay.
Now, I don't know why people are not doing videos about this right here. What Leonard Ellaby is getting ready to say is absolute facts. Facts. These are all facts. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's get into this real quick.
Where he would control all the belts, okay? He had a partnership with Haney. They signed together, his promotion and them, and they worked together to do their events. But at the end of the day, Aram controlled the whole thing. Nobody's going to tell Bob Aram how to run his company, what fights are going to be made. He signed him for a reason. He was a major piece. Haney did his thing, won the titles, but they had a plan.
Okay? And so, y'all remember, who had the IBF strap? If I'm not mistaken, I want to say it was Teofimo. I want to say it was Teofimo, but it might have been Richard Coleman. I think Teo either had the WBO or the WB or the IBF. One of the two. I know Lomachenko had the WBC, but that's when he let it go to become the franchise champion, right? So Richard Coleman and who's a top ranked fighter, and Teofimo Lopez fought to knock each other off. Bang. Teo wins the championship. He unifies. If I'm not mistaken, Lomachenko, I think he beat Linares or something like that. He beat somebody. And then I think he beat Luke Campbell for one of the titles. Either way, let's just start at the franchise situation. So now, Teo wins his side of the belts. Lomachenko has his side of the belts, right? These two meet up. They're both top-ranked fighters. Matter of fact, all three of them niggas was top-ranked fighters. Tank was the regular smuggler. Y'all know I don't give a fuck about no regular smuggler belt. I'm being 100. You know what I'm saying? I've been like that for a long time, and then that's just what it is. I never considered Tank to be a champion at 135, even because he's a regular champion. I don't count that shit. You know what I'm saying? Go beat the man. You know what I'm saying? Go beat the man, fam. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about this all. Well, nigga, that was a regular belt. You know what I'm saying? You pretty much was the number one contender, nigga, to the nigga with the belt. I don't count that. That's me. And I fuck with Tank. You know what I'm saying? But we just gotta tell like it is. You know what I'm saying? So either way, so Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez fight, right? Teo beats Lomachenko, gets the WBA, the IBF, and the WBO. He has all three straps and the Ring magazine. If I'm not mistaken, I think he did have the Ring magazine because of that fight, right? Devin Haney now has the WBC. Devin Haney was with DAZN. This when Devin Haney was fighting on niggas like Jake Paul and them niggas cards and shit like that. Just trying to still get his name up. At the end of the day, this is what it is. Tank been a star. Know what I'm saying? Tank been a star. Know what I mean? It just is what it is. So after that, okay, after that happens, Teo And Bob Arum lines up Tio and Kambosos, okay? Tio and Kambosos. Kambosos is pretty much under the Top Rank banner. Did some kind of deal with what's his face? What's the nigga? Lou DiBella. Know what I'm saying? And they do some kind of partnership deal pretty much, and you know, give Kambosos a shot of working with Top Rank. Okay, so he's a Top Rank fighter. He goes on to beat Teofimo Lopez. Now he has the belt. Guess who signs with goddamn Top Rank? Devin Haney. Devin Haney goes to fight him. Well, at first, before Devin even got the shot, Devin wasn't even going to get the shot because they already had a plan in play for Lomachenko and Kambosos. The real reason why the reason why you could tell that, because look at these niggas now. They still making that fight now. So that was something that they must had in some kind of contract or something, because like I said, at the end of the day, the only reason why Devin Haney got the fight, it wasn't because he signed the Top Rank, because motherfucking Lomachenko and Kambosos was already in the works. You know what I'm saying? Bob Arum already had it in the works. Oh, well, you know, we know he had to fight Tio when his shoulder his shoulder was bothering him, this, that, and the third. You know, they baby Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But anyway, that was already in the works. So Bob Arum was going to give Lomachenko another shot at it, which he did. Unfortunate for Lomachenko, this alleged goddamn Russian invasion in the Ukraine, and I say alleged, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I know how I feel about it. It is what it is. I don't, you know, don't get me started. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep it boxing, though. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, if y'all want to hear about that shit, go click the link. Links is in the, click on my BitChute page. Go to my BitChute page. Check it out. And I also talked about that on this channel, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, I talked it on multiple channels, but, you know, like I said, my channels have gotten deleted. But anyway, let's remove from YouTube, soft as YouTube. But anyway, so Lomachenko was supposed to get that fight. The alleged Russian invasion is what stopped Kambosos and Lomachenko for fighting for undisputed, okay? And they had a rematch clause. So that Devin Haney was in the perfect time, perfect place, free agency. It lined up well for him, and he got his opportunity. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'll take the same deal Kambosos, you was going to give Lomachenko. I don't think they gave him the same deal. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. You know what I'm saying? But either way, he took the deal. He went and fought. He won the titles, okay? He had the fight. So I remember the talk being at that, and I think the video might still be on this particular channel. But I remember all the talk being, yo, man, because they started calling out Tank, and I'm like, bro, you're in a rematch clause with Kambosos. You gotta. Kambosos is not. First of all, if Kambosos was getting 10 mil for each fight, even it don't matter how that fight looked. At the end of the day, Kambosos is gonna get that 10 mil, bro, and it's in a rematch clause, so he has to fight him again. There is no, I'm gonna give this nigga Kambosos step aside money. Why the fuck would he take step aside money when he's guaranteed $10 million to fight this nigga again? You know what I'm saying? So why would anybody? I don't give a fuck if a nigga knock my ass clean out. If I got a rematch clause with the nigga and he knocked me clean out, I mean the fight wasn't even close. Nigga, I'm going to get that 10 mil, nigga. He gonna have to just knock me out again. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to get that. You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period. So all the talk about Tank, he could fight Tank. Tank, why these niggas can't fight now? Why they can't fight now? And the reason why I didn't like when Bill Haney and Devin Haney were pushing that shit for real is because, nigga, y'all know that y'all have a little tourney going on low-key. You got to fight this nigga twice, and then the winner out of this gets Lomachenko. Okay? So to make it seem like Tank Davis was ducking this, man, it is goddamn ridiculous. You know what I mean? But now, as we speeding on to this point, now I'm gonna let it go. Let it keep going now.
Playing all along was Shakur, Haney, Lomachenko, all these guys, Kambosos fighting in a lightweight tournament, and the winner would come out, you know, and it's all in-house.
Okay, all in-house. So when you got all these people on the internet complaining about the PBC, now listen, I fuck with brother Al Heyman. Know what I'm saying? That's a brother at the end of the day. We support Al, right? But Al and them niggas do be on bullshit. I call Al ass out when he on the bullshit. Know what I'm saying? But why y'all niggas don't hold that same energy for fucking Top Rank? All you clown ass niggas don't hold the same energy for goddamn Bob Arum old ass. You know what I'm saying? When Bob Arum been doing this in-house shit for hundreds of years. You know Bob Arum like 200 years old and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know Bob like 200 and shit. Out here looking like the goddamn penguin from goddamn Batman and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all letting niggas like that get out here and shit like that. Know what I mean? Y'all got no smoke for that. He had all that in-house. Cambosis, Devin Haney. Now, with Devin Haney and them, they pulled a player move on them, though. They did pull a player move, act like they was going to sign back and drop them belts and ran back to Eddie Hearn. That's a fact. That's what happened. You know what I mean? So, you know, it just kind of is what it is, but that's what he did. The plan was for him and Shakur to fight next. Devin Haney dropped them belts, gave that nigga a bullshit 25% offer, which I still think to this day Shakur should have jumped on that, even though it was a bullshit offer. He should have jumped on it at least just to call his bluff. You see what I'm saying? Because then you leave the stigma of, well, why you didn't take the 25%? You should have took 25%. You should have took 25%. And then with Shakur getting out there doing what he did with De Los Santos, you know, that just kind of fucked him over. I'm just going to keep it a bean pie with y'all about that. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's get back into this.
All the nonsense talk about we could have made this fight and that fight, it's all bullshit. All bullshit, because every one of those guys would have been the B side or the C side or whatever you want to call to a Gervonta Davis, okay? And there's no way in holy hell that Arum, who is the CEO and founder of his company, is going to make a bad decision and put his guys in a situation where he's not 100% sure that they can win a fight, and it's for no money. And when I say for no money for that side, okay? None of those guys had ever been on pay-per-view, had done what Tank is doing, so the business...
Okay, and salute the Black Fight fan, you know what I'm saying? Because I remember Black Fight fan used to say this shit religiously. The business of boxing is staying in the business of boxing, man. So if you have a fighter that's on the PBC in Gervonta, Tank Davis, the silverback gorilla, there is no one realer, pound for pound, one of the best fighters in the world. You know what I'm saying? Pay-per-view attraction. Some will call the nigga the face of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Point blank period. Flat out star. Okay? So you know he's going to be getting bukus of dollars compared to dudes, the split wise, compared to dudes that never fought on pay-per-view. And you know, maybe you know, you might be like, oh well, you know, it would have did some numbers, this, that, and the third. But how y'all know that Bob Arum was like, look, man, you know what I'm saying? Look, we ain't fuck all that shit, bro. We ain't gonna get no money over there fucking with that. We got this fighter, we got that fighter, we got that fighter. We can make our shit work over here on Top Rank and let PBC, when they ready to work for real, or we build somebody up enough to where the point where these two clash, you know, we can make some real money out of it. We can break bread. But right now, these niggas ain't. Tank is enough to break bread because he's doing the shit on his own. These other niggas is not carrying their weight when it comes down to bringing in that money. Know what I'm saying? That's just the facts. That's just the business of the boxing shit. Know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I mean, it's just fucking logistics one-on-one. Know what I'm saying? But so for Bob Arum and them, why the fuck are we gonna go over here, fight Tank? Tank and these niggas are gonna get majority of the pot at the end of the day. It's a possibility that my fighter might lose. Then I gotta try to rebuild this nigga after he gets his ass whooped by Tank. You know what I'm saying? Then it's like, all right, for all of that, I might as well build up what I got here in this lightweight division. And then whoever's the cream of the crop and them built theyself up, then we can send these niggas at a Tank and come and make, you know, call Al and make these deals happen. Remember, bro, Bob Arum did not want to make the Terrence Crawford had to leave Bob Arum to make the Spence fight. See what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, y'all niggas, it's crazy, bro. So I don't get where niggas is jumping on little LB head and Tank Davis head. Oh, he said he too big for Tank. He said, I don't get where he's saying that at. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I'm slow. Maybe maybe I'm slow. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Maybe niggas like me is slow or something. You know what I'm saying? But that's not what I heard. But anyway, let's let this keep going.
This is going to dictate what deals look like, okay? So fuck all the side, okay? None of those guys had ever been on pay-per-view, had done what Tank is doing, so the business is going to dictate what deals look like, okay? So fuck all the talk about, oh, we could have made a deal. No, you couldn't have made no deal because there was never an opportunity to make no deal. And regardless if Bob Arum say some otherwise that, oh, if he know what it is, and again, because he's experienced and he's been in this business, or he knows that not one of those fighters were in the situation to be in an attraction. Okay, and at the end of
okay, he's not a pay-per-view attraction. Shout out to Floyd Mayweather. He's not a pay-per-view attraction. You know what I'm saying? And these are the facts. Is Lomachenko a pay-per-view attraction? Absolutely not. What about Kambosos? Absolutely not. What about Dev? Dev is he's starting to get there. You know what I'm saying? I would say he's starting to get there, right? Shakur, is he a pay-per-view attraction? Not after that last performance, okay? Definitely not after that last performance, but the performance before that, yes, I would say he's on his way of becoming a pay-per-view attraction. You know what I'm saying? He does decent numbers. He just totally bombed though in that De Los Santos fight, man. God damn, Shakur. But anyway, it is what it is, right? But none of those dudes are really pay-per-view attractions. Let's keep it a bean pie. And some would say, oh, well, tell like it is TV. Well, who the fuck said that Pitbull Cruz was a goddamn pay-per-view attraction? Well, his fighting style, okay, the way he fights at the end of the day, and, you know, with him being Mexican and all that and having the Mexican fan base and all of that, he's going to come to fight. Tank Davis is coming to fight. So when these two niggas lock horns, you got Mexican fans that's going to root for their guy. And you got the ancient Americans out here in America. We going to be riding with Tank, even though some of y'all niggas hate Tank. When it come down to the get down, who you rocking with, Isaac Cruz, or you rolling with goddamn Tank Davis, niggas going to put their Tank hate aside and be like, look, man, come on, Tank, goddamn it. Soon as that bell ring, niggas gonna be like, niggas all before the week up to the fight, man, Tank a bitch ass nigga. I swear to God, that nigga Tank ain't no silverback gorilla. That nigga a goddamn poodle, man. Get that nigga Tank out of here, man. Tank a bitch ass nigga. Soon as that fight go, ding, ding, ding. Come on, goddamn it, Tank. Come on, Tank. You better not let this nigga beat you, Tank. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's just how that goes, right? Rolly Romero talked his way into a fight. Ryan Garcia talked his way into a fight, okay? Rolly Romero was calling this man out in public, okay? This how the man walked himself into a fight. They asked Rolly Romero, hey, who you want next? I want Tank Davis. I'll knock him out. Da-da-da-da-da. This is on the main stage, this nigga's doing this shit. Any interview he was on, I'll beat the shit out of Tank Davis. Tank Davis ain't nothing but a little midget. He a little dwarf. I'll fuck him up. I'll knock him out. All he do is fight these fighters and that fighter and rehydration and this, that, and the third. I want Tank. He got him. He talked. And then I remember because we always, yo, well, shit, let Dad fuck the nigga up then. Know what I'm saying? Devin them, I guess they couldn't get that fight, and you know, Rolly decided, hey, look, I'm gonna go fight Tank. Shit, fuck, that's who I wanted anyway. So I'm gonna go fight Tank. They do their thing. Tremendous fight, tremendous build up to the fight, okay? Because Rolly Romero was talking his shit. You know what I'm saying? He was standing on business. You know what I'm saying? And it was what it was. Now, when it came to Ryan Garcia been low key building the Tank fight up for years. Devin Haney jumped in the ring. He was the interim champion. Okay, Devin Haney was the WBC champ. Devin Haney steps in the ring like, yo, what it do? You know what I'm saying? What's up? Let's get it popping, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Oh, nah, we want Tank. That was the most cowardice shit I've seen in all of boxing. I swear to God. What Ryan Garcia did that day with Devin Haney, he said, I'm a champ too. He said, nah, nigga, I'm the champ. You know what I'm saying? Which he was right. Dev was the champ. You know what I'm saying? Legit champ, okay? Ryan Garcia was the goddamn interim champion. You know what I'm saying? He was an intern, okay? He was an intern. He didn't really have the job. He was just an intern and shit. All right, so, it was what it was. But he was going on any podcast. Remember, he was on Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson. Oh, I'll knock Tank out. I'll knock him out in 2 rounds. And, they called Tank Davis and Tank on the phone. And so it was a build up to that fight. Devin never builds up the fight with Tank Davis. He'll wait for somebody to ask him a question, but he's not jumping out of his skin like, yo, nah, tell that nigga Tank what it do. You know what I'm saying? He not jumping up on interviews. I'll beat the fuck out of Tank. You know what I'm saying? Tank ain't shit. That nigga scared of me. Real talk. I'll fuck that nigga up. You know what I'm saying? If Devin started doing shit like that, he would get the fight. Oh, he would get the fight. But he don't want the fight. They don't want the fight as well. So if y'all want to say somebody don't want the fight, it's probably coming from Bill and them side. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's let it keep going.
I think it comes down to business. At the end of the day, when big fights are made when they make sense. Tank can beat all those guys, okay? But you can't come out and say, oh, I want to fight. When realistically, it's like, okay, I understand that if people say these things, but you're in y'all were in the same weight class, but you can't, even if you wanted to make a deal, you couldn't make a deal, okay? Because I'm telling you, from this side, you get paid what you weigh. Fuck all that what everybody talking about. You get paid what you weigh. And what you weigh is discussed behind the scenes and not in public for the fans to say this and that. We do business, period. That's what it just comes down to.
He has done a couple pay-per-views since, Devin. I know not at the number rate, near Tank.
I'm not here to bash him. I don't. Again, is that
And to be fair, and what I think a lot of people is doing when it comes down to these YouTube boxing streets, man, y'all not being fair to Leonard Ellaby, bro. I've been watching a lot of Leonard Ellaby lately because just to see if this nigga has been changing his tune when it comes down to this fight. The man has always said, look, Tank will beat all these dudes, you know what I'm saying? And Tank wants to fight these dudes, right? But the problem is the money. The money's always going to be the problem. The split is always going to be the problem. Now it's the weight. But at the end of the day, like I said, when I look back on interviews from Bill and Devin Haney, they have a lot of inconsistencies about making this fight, okay? Leonard Ellaby has been standing 10 toes down the same way the whole time. Okay, yes, okay. Niggas in the streets is talking, the YouTube streets is talking about Dev. Cool. But when it come down to Tank is on a whole different level. You know what I'm saying? Tank is on a different level, and that's just a fact. You can not like the nigga all you want, but you can't deny the facts that this nigga Tank is one of them dudes. When Tank fight, the stars come out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The whole hood pop out. When Tank fighting, the whole hood popping up. You know what I'm saying? What Fred Barbershop, man, they was out there in the Barclays. They was smoking weed in the bathroom. It was like, nigga, shut your bitch ass up, nigga. Weak ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of here, weak ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? Nigga ain't never been to the hood a day in his life, you know what I'm saying? Fred disappointed me when he said that shit. Yeah, man, I wasn't feeling safe around my kids, man. They was in there in the bathroom smoking weed and shit. It was a nigga takeover. That's what it was in the Barclays. You know why? Because Tank Davis was in the motherfucking building. That's why, nigga. The whole hood gonna pop out for Tank. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is, man. That's what it is, man. Fighters like Tank are a once in a decade kind of fighters at the end of the day. I don't even want to say once in a decade, but you have these particular fighters that the hood is going to gravitate to. And not only the hood, but other folks are going to gravitate towards these fighters as well. You see what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather, right? Floyd Mayweather, the hood fuck with Floyd. But also other people fuck with Floyd too. It wasn't Mexicans fuck with Floyd. Other Caucasians fuck with Floyd. Asians fuck with Floyd, even though, same thing with Manny Pacquiao, right? Manny Pacquiao, niggas fuck with Pacquiao. Obviously his Asian people gonna fuck with him, right? Mexicans fuck with Pacquiao, right? So, it is what it is. Then, you get your cross promotion fights where, you're fighting a Mexican or a big star or up and coming star, the Mexican or a fucking Latino, or let me just say a Latino at the end of the day. Then you got your European fighters and stuff like that with cross brand. And after the fights, motherfuckers gain respect for the person that won and the person that lost. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wins. You know what I mean? When the family feuds. But anyway. But like I said, man, Tank is one of those kind of guys. You know what I'm saying? The hood is going to pop up. You know what I'm saying? The hood is going to show up and show out. The nigga's bringing big time celebrities to his fights, man. You know what I'm saying? That is nothing to sneeze at. You know what I'm saying? That means you are on so much of a high level that celebrities and shit like that is taking time out of their day, whether they're watching the fight at home or they're actually pulling up and spending thousands and hundreds of thousands and up to close to damn near hundreds of thousands to plane tickets, motherfucking hotel rooms, gambling at the goddamn casinos or taking nights out at the club and shit like that, bro. Just to go see a Tank Davis fight, bro. That's when you know a nigga is big time for real. Know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's let this keep going.
I know the business though.
Absolutely.
I know the business, and you can't tell me this. You can't tell me nothing about no pay-per-view business in this business. We've done like 17, 18 pay-per-view fights.
Okay, and now let's look at this too, right? Leonard Ellaby has been in the boxing game, and especially when it comes down to the pay-per-view game, for decades now, man. I'm a more prone to believe a nigga for the most part, right? I can't say I always fully believe somebody all the way. You just never can. You know what I'm saying? You never can. If you do, you're always gonna end up disappointed doing shit like that. But for the most part though, I'm more prone to believe a guy who's been doing this for 20 plus years as far as punching up numbers, this, that, and the third, the behind the scenes shit, the merch, okay, ticket sales, this, that, and the third. I'm more prone to believe a dude who's been doing this for a long time compared to some nigga on the internet. I'm just gonna keep it a dollar with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it a whole dollar with y'all. So it is what it is. Anyway, let's let it keep going.
Okay, I know the value and what's what, and
so is it a case where if he were to return to 35 and his expectations,
I don't want to get in. I don't want to have no conversations about
hypotheticals
because at the end of the day, they doing whatever they doing for the best of their team and their guy. I don't know what they're doing. That's their business. They're not even in the same weight class. And let's just start with that. And this nonsense about what Tank did this and Tank can make 30 pounds if he needed to. If he needed to. Tank don't walk around, at these crazy weights. When you look at him, he's very fit. You look, pictures ain't gonna lie. There was a point in time where he was a little undisciplined, and he'd be the first to admit that. And that was some years ago.
That changed after the Santa Cruz camp.
Yeah. It's like he made 30. He made 30 for that. You walk around, and he walks around at a low weight. But Tank could beat all of those guys. It's just, again, at the end of the day, it's all about timing. Things make sense, but the bullshit about before, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. You can't make a deal when you're not in a situation to make a deal. And
right. And remember there was a thing on the internet when people would say, yo, Bud ducking motherfucking Spence, right? Cause he over there getting money with Top Rank Toby. Remember y'all was trashing Crawford, bro. I remember y'all niggas was trashing Crawford, man. It is what it is. And at some point in time, I was like, depending on how, what Crawford was saying, like, oh, that fight ain't never gonna happen. Is that like, yo, what the fuck you mean that fight ain't never gonna happen? Nigga, like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? But that's because he was over there with Top Rank, and Top Rank wasn't trying to make that fight happen. Top Rank had plans on what they wanted to do with that one belt, okay, at the 147 division, all right? So People would say, why he ain't signed with the PBC? That's why, because he ducking. That's why he ducking. Why he re-signed with Top Rank? Why If he really want the Spence fight, he'll sign the goddamn PBC. Why niggas ain't saying that right now about Devin Haney? Why niggas ain't saying that about Devin Haney? You want that fight? Go sign with the PBC. Floyd Mayweather said, if you sign with the PBC, if you fucking with Al, you're fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing business with Al, you're doing business with me. This is what Floyd said. All right? So if you really wanted that, if Devin and them niggas really wanted that smoke, they would have signed with the PBC. But they didn't. And they just ran around using Tank name. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, even the build up to the Lomachenko fight. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'll come back down for the big money fights. You know, of course, I'll come back down for Tank Davis. You know, just to keep people interested. But the nigga was never planning on staying down there at 135 anyway. So he was just lying to the public for no reason. But y'all jump on Tank Davis' ass. Y'all jumping at Leonard Ellerbe up here telling the stone cold truth, and niggas is jumping on his ass about this shit. This is sad, man. I'm gonna keep it $1 with y'all. This is sad, man. I can't believe niggas crashing out like this, bro. Like, y'all niggas really crashing out. They make it seem like we some fanboys for Tank Davis and shit like that. Like, bro, I'm gonna keep it $1. Like, there's shit I don't like Tank doing. I don't like Tank getting on Twitter talking about he'll do this and he'll do that and da-da-da-da and da-da-da-da. Nigga got, he Twitter fingers a little bit too much. You know what I'm saying? Which can make it seem like a bitch ass nigga. That's why I would say Tank need to stop doing that shit, because it make you like a bitch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Stop getting on Twitter talking about you do this and you do that and you don't do it, fam. You know what I'm saying? That's what bitch ass niggas do. Bitch ass niggas get out here. Y'all know a lot of these niggas, we used to grow up in school and shit like that. A nigga talk about he'll do this and he'll huff and puff and blow your house down. Then 315 comes, okay? Then 315 comes. It's time to get out of school. It's time for that action. You know what I'm saying? It's time to get it popping. The crowd is waiting. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how that shit go. The crowd is waiting, and you waiting for that nigga, and that nigga never show up. That nigga never show up. Automatically, niggas gonna be like, oh, that nigga a bitch ass nigga. Yes, that's right. So Tank, stop doing that shit, fam, because you look like a bitch ass nigga doing that, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep it. If these niggas ain't gonna keep it $1 bean with you, I'm gonna keep it $1 bean with you, fam. Stop doing that shit, fam. It make you look weak doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's let it keep going.
And the offer that would have came that way, quite naturally, I know these fighters think that they're bigger than what they actually are, and I'm not saying them specifically, I'm just saying fighters as a whole. But what it comes down to is the business.
Okay? So what he's basically saying is we would have offered them niggas to fight. But see, they pride and ego would have told them, oh, nah, I'm not taking that fight, man. Them niggas offer me this and them niggas offer me that, man. Just like this, the great scenario is what we seen happen with Shakur Stevenson. So for the people that say, oh, well, you know, Shakur should have took the fight. Well, if that offer comes swinging around that way, then goddamn Devin should take the goddamn fight. But see, Devin and them knew that they weren't going to get shit out of the deal. This is why they used it's smart. Like I said, I fuck with Brother Bill, man. The nigga be capping. That's what it is, man. It is what it. But he got to do what he got to do. He not the only motherfucker running around the boxing game capping. Eddie Kardashian been doing this shit for 8 years, and y'all be letting this nigga live. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be letting this man live. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't be ready to stomp on Eddie Hearn and Eddie Hearn and tearing this nigga to shreds and shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't be doing that. But Leonard Ellerbe, y'all get up here and y'all trash Leonard Ellerbe though. Y'all can't wait. Y'all calling the man nostrils and shit like that. Y'all out here just, you know, totally shitting on Leonard Ellerbe. And he out here giving niggas the cold game, cold hard truth, $100 million worth of game. And he ain't working with Gilly and Wallow. Salute to them. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't working with them niggas. But he out here giving niggas $1 million worth of game. What he said was the truth. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these fighters think they're worth more what they worth. When we punch up these numbers, is that this is going to show your worth right here. So what Bill and them niggas did was smart. They went and, okay, we're going to have to maneuver, hustle over here, until we get to a point where, our name is big enough so when we do come to the table, when we are ready for the Tank fight for real, to negotiate, okay, now we bringing these numbers. We bringing our value is a little bit better compared to what it had been at that time with Devin not being on pay-per-view. Devin not really selling out or, you know what I'm saying? Really not being a too much of a household name like that. You know what I mean? Just going to keep it a dollar bean with y'all. You know what I mean? So, you know, it is what it is. And especially with him not talking, okay? With him not talking, that kind of hurts him as well. You know what I'm saying? I thought he got a little bit out of his shell in the press conference with Regis, you know, him doing a little bit more talking and stuff like that. But, you know, usually it's Bill Haney doing all the talking. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it is what it is. But anyway.
It's the business, and not many people really understand that. Right. Because you can't understand it if you ain't never done it. Right. You can talk that talk, but if you ain't never done it,
well, you know, people just
they throw numbers out there like again, there's no conversation about anything, but like when what you just said something to me, what did you say when you said something about
he had 2 pay-per-views since then, or
yeah, I don't know anything about that. I mean, that's their business. Whatever they're doing, it's good. It's good for them.
Now, Leonard lying right there because the man literally tweeted out when we talk about I don't know nothing about that. I don't know, Leonard, you're capping, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Now I gotta call you on your bullshit, Leonard. You know what I'm saying? Because you're capping right there, nigga. You knew about when Rick Glacier and them niggas posted or whatever the fuck about Devin Haney and Regis Prograis only doing 50K buys or 40K buys at the end of the day. You retweeted that, fam. You actually was talking about it I don't know if he spoke on it directly or in a roundabout way. You know what I'm saying? But either or, you spoke on the situation, so you know that Devin was on pay-per-view his last fight, fam. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that. Don't get out here and act brand new, nigga. Like you don't know. I don't know. Yes, you do, nigga. Yeah, you do. Stop capping, fam. You know what I'm saying? Now, Devin and Lomachenko, that did some decent numbers. You know what I'm saying? Compared to what, you know, with the streaming and all that going on, you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it is what it is when it came down to that. Are those great numbers? Those are decent numbers at the end of the day. I would say that's decent numbers. You know what I mean? 150 K buys, that's pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But anyway, let's let it keep going for a little bit.
It's good. Tank Davis is on an entire different level. He's on an entire different level.
Now he is. Now, do I think Tank Davis does 1 million pay-per-view buys again, his next fight? It's really going to depend on who he's fighting. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it a dollar bean. I think he probably falls a little short of that 1.2. Because like I said, the dance partner that he had with Ryan Garcia, that was something that was building. And Ryan Garcia been talking shit this whole entire time. You know what I'm saying? The entire lead up before they actually fought. He's been talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. So by the time it actually people that run it the ride with Ryan Garcia, they like, yo, nah, this nigga really believe he could beat Tank. Yeah, hell yeah, nigga, we riding with goddamn Garcia. The Mexicans started riding with the nigga. The Puerto Ricans was riding with the nigga. The Brazilians was riding with the nigga. You know what I'm saying? This nigga had, and you know the coon niggas that, you know, that hate Mayweather Promotions and you know that hate Leonard Ellaby and Hank Tate and Calvin Ford and Kenny and all them brothers. You know what I'm saying? All the cool niggas was hoping Ryan Garcia get out here and beat the fuck out of Tank, but that didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Tank Davis stopped that, man. You know what I'm saying? For the world to see. You know what I'm saying? The world to see, Craig. You know what I mean? And now niggas had to, you know, niggas had to relax and eat that crow. You know what I'm saying? Eat that crow at the end of the day. But Tank Davis is the face of boxing, whether niggas like it or not. Or if he's not the face, he's definitely one of the faces. Like if we was to do a Mount Rushmore of boxers right now, Tank Davis' face is up there. You know what I'm saying? You can throw Canelo up there. You know what I'm saying? Even though niggas don't really be knowing what Canumber's numbers be looking like, but you know it is what it is, right? But you gotta throw Canelo up there. I'm gonna keep it a dollar bean about that. And then now you definitely have to put Bud Crawford up there. Bud Crawford is one of the faces of boxing right now. I hope and pray him and Canelo does happen. We're going to get into that video as well. You know what I'm saying? I hope and pray that fight happens. Because if we can't get Canelo to fight Benavidez, the least the nigga can do is get out here and fight Bud. You know what I'm saying? Because Bud really want to smoke with that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And he been wanting that shit for years. And I'm going to get into a video about that if that fight gets made. You know what I'm saying? Bud been wanting that smoke for years. Okay? When he was down at 140, he dreamed of a Canelo fight. Okay? So you know it is what it is, and he ready now. And that's probably the biggest fight in boxing right now is Canelo and Crawford. I'm just keeping $1 with y'all. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But anyway. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Salute to Leonard Ellaby. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Leonard Ellaby. Salute to Fight Hype. Make sure y'all go check out the interview on Fight Hype. Go hit the like button on Fight Hype. Fight Hype, don't hit me with no copywriting bullshit because we already used the Fair Act Use Law. You know what I'm saying? And we shouted y'all niggas out. You know what I'm saying? It's not my content. We got this from Fight Hype at the end of the day, and we just using it for educational purposes for people that are running around here saying that Leonard Ellaby said that Devin Haney is too big for goddamn Tank Davis. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous at this point. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Anyway, don't get mad at me, man. I just got to tell like it is, man. So shout out to day ones. Shout out to day new ones, man. Make sure niggas hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you want to donate. The links is in the description box. If not, that's cool. The like button is, that's right, y'all. The like button is free. Anyway, Tell Like It Is TV. We out of here, y'all. One.